Our next guest this afternoon is Mike Wenzelow. He's a volunteer at the Humane Society of Waupaca County. So he brought in Rose today, and we're going to try to get her to face the camera. She's an absolutely adorable 4-year-old pit bull mix.
She is a wonderful animal.
She's actually a great animal.
Oh yeah, come here.
And
come here.
For anybody who is there, isn't she pretty? For anybody who's thinking, she was with Riley, who is a yellow lab,
Yes.
who I have brought into my home. So
That's right.
So she gets along very well with other dogs too. Just a push. She's 4 years old. She's just a beautiful, beautiful
throw the
girl.
treat?
Great temperament. So you're also here today. We're going to take a few minutes because you have started a program with the Humane Society. I know, Rose.
You threw it and it's under the chair, isn't it?
You've started a program between the Humane Society
Come on,
and
Rose.
King Veterans Home that
Yes.
we want to talk about a little bit. I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
You are a veteran yourself,
Yes, Joni.
and you have some disabilities associated with that. So you come at what volunteering with animals and spending time with animals, I mean, it's a very personal experience
Yes,
for
ma'am.
you. Because you are the highest hour volunteer that the Humane Society has. I saw you get your t-shirt last summer. So you spend an incredible amount of time, and you spend a lot of it with the dogs out there.
Yes, I do.
So coming from that perspective, you know how much they can help people, how much animals, we all know how good animals are. You started something with King, with the Veterans Home out there. And I want you to tell us a little bit about what you're building and what you're doing.
Yes. First of all, thank you, Joni, for allowing this opportunity. I mean, this is an opportunity I didn't think I'd be able to have.
Oh, it's great to have you on here.
The biggest thing I'm working on right now is I'm trying to put a program together where it'll be able to offer a little help, something healing for both homeless and at-risk veterans. Mostly those veterans with the hidden scars that don't show all the time. I myself, like you said, I'm a disabled veteran. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. And that's one of the reasons I spend a lot of time at the Humane Society. It's amazing the healing effect that these animals actually have.
So what does spending time with her do for you?
When you look into the eyes of one of the animals, especially animals that are at rescues and humane societies, you're able to see unconditional love, and you're able to see something. You're the only thing the world has. And what this does inside of someone, at least what it did for me, is it gave me self-value. It helped me redevelop self-esteem. And that's what I'm trying to do for other veterans. And I someday would like to see this go even further. Post-traumatic stress disorder is not a disorder that just affects veterans. It affects everybody.
It really does. There are, we could talk about that for hours. I mean, there are all kinds of different PTSDs that affect us all.
Yes.
Yep. So you work specifically, King's Veteran Home has an area that is for homeless?
These are veterans that are trying to re-enter society. They may have been homeless. Most, if not all, are at-risk veterans with those hidden scars that I mentioned before. And they're trying to refocus themselves back in the world. And what I did is I went over and I talked to some of the counselors over there, and I said, this is something that's helped me up to this point. I'm far from being healed, and that's one of the reasons I'm putting the program together, is out of a buddy system, we'd be able to look out for each other and make sure that we are spending the time with the animals and helping them and helping us. It's kind of a win-win situation.
So how many volunteers do you have?
So far, we've had a total of 13 veterans from OV Hall at King's Veterans Home sign up. Not all of them make it back after the orientation, but they know that that opportunity, good girl, that opportunity is still there.
And that's, I mean, anytime you're looking at volunteers, people come to the orientation, they might come once or twice, and they just find that it's just not for them. But the people like you, who come in and who stay and continue, really start reaping the benefits.
It's amazing just exactly what these animals can actually do for you. It really is.
And vice versa, by the way, how much you do for animals like Rose, who was, she was displaced because of a family situation. She's just making herself
Oh,
comfortable.
yes. Did you want a home, so you're being cute now? Okay, I see how you're working this. Good
So,
job.
so anyway, I think that the work that you're doing is really important. King's Veteran Home has been on the show. We've talked to them. They do wonderful. I'm married to a disabled veteran, so they have some wonderful programs for vets. And I think to be able to merge that with the Humane Society and the animals is just a fabulous opportunity.
I would like this. Here, Rose, come, sit, sit. Come on, show off your good girl. Yes, good girl. I would like to see this actually progress even further into a program that would be accepted from the Veterans Administration, where it would actually be part of a counseling program, where the veteran with their counselor, good girl, will set up goals. A goal would be a very, very basic one was start with a schedule with the Humane Society. Meet the schedule. Put together a resume. Put together, get yourself a job interview, a home, and then when they graduate the program, I would like to see grants that maybe, sort of as a way of saying welcome back to society for this veteran, they could get a certificate where they can go to any animal shelter or any Humane Society and bring home their new family member.
I think that I think that those are fabulous goals. I even think that what you're doing, just changing one life, it's one life at a time, is the way we change the world, and I think that that's great. And I've gotten to know you over the last year, and it's just such a pleasure for me to call you friend. So I love
Thank
that
you.
you were on here, Mike.
I'm
So,
honored. Thank you very much, Joni.
Thank you. We'll find you a family. We
Coming
really
soon,
will.
sweetheart.
Thanks for joining, Thanks for joining us today for What's Happening in Waupaca. We're here to connect you with the activities and events going on with the government and in your community. If you have any ideas for a future episode, please let us know by calling 715-258-4405. We'll see you again next month for the next episode of What's Happening Waupaca.